Show Me Your News! Hey guys, welcome to the first Show Me Your News Tidbit. Now you're wondering, what is this SMYN Tidbit thing? Well, since the podcast is, hopefully going to be starting up bi-weekly again, during the downtimes and then between that week, I'm going to try to make a little something for YouTube. So, this is it. If you haven't noticed, last week we released episode 50. We're going back to the audio format. And we're going to try to get in a new iTunes feed established to get the subscribers back up and all that. If you haven't noticed that we've released the episode, it's probably because you're not following us on Twitter or Facebook. So go search for us, Show Me Your News on there. And here's the download link for the latest episode, episode 50. Before I get into what this little tidbit's going to be about, here's a little bit of the episode, just to tease you. So the news. Let's see. We got Modern Warfare 2 coming up. Midnight release Monday night into Tuesday morning. Yeah. Analysts are expecting it to be one of the biggest selling, single game releases in the past decade.
If by analysts you mean GameStop, excuse me.
Yeah. But I mean, even analysts I think Michael Pachter's even thinking that this will happen. But of course you can't take games like Wii Sports into account when they come packaged in with consoles. But it's really hitting
apparently the NPD does, because it's apparently the best-selling game of all time, which is kind of saddening, really.
Yeah, I suppose.
But this game is hitting the mainstream hard, whether it's been the commercials during NBA events, and they were even saying that Twitter, the big onset of Twitter, the past year or so, has been huge for the game and its hype. So I guess it's just a new age of spreading information about the game. Is it a little disconcerting that it's another first-person shooter and a mature game, and it's got really controversial issues like an attack and a siege on Washington, and things like you can have the choice to shoot people in the face while they're down. Yes, it is a little disconcerting because younger people will just be getting the game and being having these bad influences, whatever. But this is gaming, and if you want a game to make a statement and be more than just an entertainment thing and have it push the bounds of an art form, you got to have games like these sometimes.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it definitely has been the genre that has been leading video games as a whole lately with this recent generation of games, consoles. But it's a phase we're definitely going through with increased graphics capabilities. That it's just what is popular right now. It is advancing even more, and still going off of a popular franchise. It's going to do very well as far as the M rating and having young people getting their hands on it. That's a classic debate, whether parents should be doing more to restrict that, and they can't have it all be focused on pure sales, because video games do a very good job in specifically saying an M rating. They check ID and all of this stuff. So it is an argument that comes up often, but it's not my favorite argument in the world. But overall, Modern Warfare 2 is going to be an amazing game, graphic-wise, off of the Call of Duty 4, which has already sold amazingly well. They're still expanding on that, even with the multiplayer that they're doing, added features to that still, that it's overall going to be very, very impressive.
So for this Show Me Your News tidbit for this week, I'm trying to think of how I can make these interesting for you guys, and I think maybe I can just take the biggest news story that's happened this past week. So instead of waiting until the episode, and we'll talk about it in the next episode, but instead of waiting for them, let's just bring it up now. And of course, Call of Duty 2, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, because change names, I don't know. So Modern Warfare 2 came out last week, and I got it at a midnight release and all that, and played through it a couple days later because I had a paper to write. And of course, if you haven't played the game yet, there's a very controversial level. The game, when you start it up, they tell you that there's a level in the campaign that some people might find offensive. So you're asked twice to make sure that if you want to skip the level or not, or are you sure that you want to play it. because you won't be punished if you skip whatever. But here's the thing, it's actually an integral part of the story. And if you guys aren't sure what I'm talking about, it's the airport level. I won't go that much into detail to save spoilers for you guys, but it's a very important part of the story, and I think it's a very shock and awe kind of value for gaming, and I think it's very controversial. It involves, acts of terrorism, and I think it's really big for gaming. I mean, of course Fox News is trying to dispute it, because what do they know about Mass Effect and the sex scene that happened there, after 20 some hours of gameplay. But they're saying that 8-year-olds, when you bring it in your home, 8-year-olds can go commit acts of terrorism and all that, and that's just not true. You don't have to participate in this at all. I think it's, again, being blown way out of proportion, and I think how the level ends contributes to the power that gaming is now starting to have. They're starting to push the boundaries on certain things, and we had talked a little bit about Modern Warfare 2, as you heard in the podcast. But this, we didn't know really about this and the drama that it would cause, because we recorded on November 6th, 4 days before the release date. But I wanted to know what your thoughts on the level was, and the airport level, no Russian, and give me a video response or some text feedback, whatever. I want to know what you guys thought of the level, what it did for gaming as a whole, as a medium, and if you found it to be offensive or not. I think the main problem with it is that it would really take a mature gamer to understand the power that it has, as opposed to minors who get their hands on the game because parents can't really control them and be like, ha ha ha, killing people. That's basically the gist of it. I think minor gamers, gamers who are under the age of 17, which is the age for mature games, they don't see past the fact that you're shooting people, and I think this level proves perfectly gaming as a medium, as a mature medium, tackling major issues and handling it in an appropriate manner. I mean, yes, the timing with the whole Fort Hood tragedy and all that was very, very tragic, but just the thing how it developed the narrative and all that was really important, and just the deeper meaning behind the shooting people idea. So give me some feedback. I want to see some video responses, some text comments, and hear from the fans of Show Me Your News. Go check out the episode. We'll try to get iTunes up going soon. And also, one more thing. I got my hands on new Super Mario Brothers Wii. Expect some footage up on the channel. And anything else I need to cover? Aside from that, this has been the Show Me Your News Tidbit. I'm Yoko, and we'll see you in about a week for the next episode 51. Thanks.